Before we get into this video, I just want to clarify that for the Taboo Tuesday voting, I've decided to use straw polls. So there's going to be links in a comment in the description. For the rest of this video, I say that I'm using Twitter. This video was recorded way back in January. No, I'm not using Twitter. I changed my mind. We're going to try straw polls, see how that works. So go down to the comment section. I'll have a comment pinned at the top that'll have all the links to each match, and I'll have them labeled and whatnot. So click those links. That'll take you to the Taboo Tuesday voting polls. And yeah, you might want to watch the whole video first to kind of get the idea of what they are, or you can just go vote anyway. Whatever you please. On to the video. Alright, Birchall, you had the week off, but now you're gonna pay. Now you're gonna pay. What's up, YouTube? This is Mathos97, and welcome back to my SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 General Manager mode. This is the October 28th edition of Monday Night Raw, coming to you from Boise, Idaho. This will be the home of our World Tag Team Championship match, JBL and Mr. Kennedy taking on Johnny Nitro and Joey Mercury. It is going to be a big matchup. I'm excited. Are you excited? It's going to be great. So we do have one rivalry open at the moment. I actually didn't even think to potentially try to fill that. I guess we could do Matt Hardy and Paul Burchill just as like a... Well, no, because they're not going to compete at the pay-per-view and that rivalry is going to fizzle out. So that would be a waste. Let's not even bother with that. I was going to say have a sequence of handicap matchups. We could do Carlito, Kane, and Burchill and make it that outnumbered thing. Do the outnumbered rivalry. That would... Yeah, because then we'd have to have handicap matches all the time with the same people. It would just give a massive winning streak to some of our guys. But no, that would be boring. That would be incredibly boring. So this week, what do we do for the main event? That is the question. Because the tag title match, I don't think it's going to have enough hype. These only have 3-star ratings, so I highly doubt that they would draw in the big bucks. As for the main event, DX and Eddie Guerrero, they need a win. But I'm going to have to split them this week. This week, I think I'm just going to do that straight-up tag team matchup that I was trying to do last week with Batista and John Cena taking on Michaels and Triple H. This time, DX, they need to win. They need to win. Have I done Guerrero versus Edge one-on-one yet? I don't... Oh, wait, it would have been after that. We did Edge versus Michaels. I don't think I have. This rivalry hasn't been going on for that long. Only 2 weeks. So I say we do that this episode. We're going to have Edge and Eddie Guerrero face off. Guerrero could use the win, but if he loses, well then Edge, he could use a win as well. If we want to get him to the main event picture, he has to start winning. Big matchups like this, they're all on him. So that leaves us with 6 people currently on our show. 2 of them, Carlito and Kane, are not in rivalries, so I could definitely use them to help balance out the rest of these feuds that we've got left. So we've got Mick Foley and Shelton Benjamin. I think what I'm going to do is have a singles matchup. It's going to be Rey Mysterio taking on Carlito. He's going to have Finlay in his corner. And then we've got one match left to fill, and I've got just the match. It's going to be... Where is he? Where's the guy I'm looking for? I know he's in here. I'm looking for Mick Foley, the champ. I forgot his name for a moment. It's going to be Mick Foley taking on Kane. And Kane is going to have the former champ, Shelton Benjamin, in his corner. And I'm thinking, if we're going to do an interview... Let's do an interview with Kurt Angle, because Kurt Angle, he's struggling right now. We need to make sure that he gets into the title picture. So giving him an interview to boost his popularity, giving him a win in the handicap matchup, hopefully that's gonna push us over the edge to Taboo Tuesday. Speaking of Taboo Tuesday, well, we'll get into that once we get into the tag title match. Speaking of Taboo Tuesday, on the day that this video is going up, on the day that I upload this video, so right now, as you're watching this, if you go over to, I guess I'm gonna do this, to be safe, I'm just gonna do it on my Twitter page. So if you go over to my Twitter account, at Mathos97X, we have polls for Taboo Tuesday. the matchups, they're all going to be on there because, like I said, I'm recording this in advance. Taboo Tuesday, I'm not going to record in advance. So on the day that this video goes live, you can go over to my Twitter account. I'm going to have polls open for about a day. And it's not going to be too long because I want to jump back into recording so I can have Taboo Tuesday and the rest of the videos ready, because I'm going to let all of these videos be uploaded before I go back to record more. But then I also want to record more so that way I have more content for you guys, and that way I don't like miss a week of GM mode or something. So on the day that this video goes live, go over to my Twitter account. There's going to be a few polls there so you can vote on whatever the matches will be. Of course, we've got something like John Cena versus Shawn Michaels. There's going to be the stipulation for that matchup. There's going to be the WWE title matchup. There's going to be probably something, you know, I like to have in a matchup as well where you can choose the opponent. So maybe we'll have like a tag title match. We'll have Eminem or the winner of this matchup. They'll defend the tag titles against maybe a set of rivals, just to add some extra spice to Taboo Tuesday. And I'll throw in a couple of options for rivals who could fit the bill. But anyways, the polls, they'll have the information there. You'll know what you're voting for. By the end of this video, I'm going to start putting the match card together. At least at the end of this episode, I'm going to show you guys who is going to be competing. Not necessarily what the stipulations are going to be, but I'll kind of lay out what the matches are going to look like. So you can wait till the end of this video even. You don't have to run over there right now, but the polls are only going to be open for about a day. So if it's within 24 hours of this video being uploaded, then you still have time to go over and vote on the Twitter page, because now they've added polls, so I'd like to give that a shot. I usually use the Brendan Plays forums for my Slammy Awards and stuff, just because that's pretty reliable. But for something like GM mode, where it's just a short little thing like this, it also gives me a chance to kind of experiment with that idea, just to see who all would go over and vote on my Twitter polls. And as well, it could get me some more Twitter followers if you guys don't already follow me. So, yeah. It's always good to have more interactivity on my Twitter page. Just on my stuff in general. And yes, this entrance, that's classy right there. That's vintage Eminem. That's very, very classy, what they're doing with those tag titles. That definitely adds prestige to the belts. Now, 10 or 11-year-old me might not have understood just exactly what it was that Eminem was doing with those titles, but imagine if WWE, I don't know if they're trying to lean more towards not edgier, like edgier programming. So like, I can't imagine them doing that nowadays. Like, what? I mean, then again, we did have that whole Enzo and Lana storyline. So I guess I really wouldn't put it past WWE. I mean, they've done worse. No, yeah, they've done way worse than Eminem having the belt strapped around their crotch. They've done far worse than that, but yeah, I don't know. And then again, we have someone like, there have been weird ways where people can just sort of disrespect titles, like the crotch thing, but then you have someone like Dean Ambrose who just sort of, I think he did a similar thing when he was United States champion. But then there was Luke Harper, who would just kind of drag the Intercontinental title around with him. You had Roman Reigns, who just sort of throws it over his shoulder, and it doesn't even face the camera half the time. You know, that's really prestigious. Oh crap, that was a bit of a mistake, but it never actually panned out, and now it's actually working against Eminem, as JBL from the top rope has Joey Mercury superplex. It looked like Mercury and JBL were going to collide in the corner, but instead, Johnny Nitro just accidentally set up his own partner for a bit of a beating there at the hands of JBL. As here come Kennedy and JBL, currently bringing the fight to Eminem. As there was a nice knee lift there by Kennedy. JBL, oh, low blow! Well, it is no disqualification. This is a tornado tag team matchup. So I suppose something like that will fly in this matchup. As right now, Mr. Kennedy with a straight jacket submission applied on Joey Mercury. Johnny Nitro looks like he's going over to help his partner. Try to get him out of that predicament. Kennedy whipped into the corner now. Nitro in pursuit. Massive clothesline. And look at this sunset flip by Joey Mercury. 1, 2. No, kick out by JBL. But here's Nitro with the dancing leg drop. Very charismatic finishing move by Nitro as he goes for the pin. But JBL's right there to break it up. And now JBL has Nitro. Back suplex. Imagine what would happen this close to Taboo Tuesday if the titles were to change hands. Kennedy, it's been a while since he was actually in championship contention. This is the former Intercontinental Champion we're talking about here. Wait a minute, cover by Nitro, cover by Nitro. Oh, but a kick out by JBL. It was a close call there. But now Nitro quickly turns his attention to Kennedy. This JBL right now has Mercury. But Nitro, well, Nitro was looking to take him down, but he missed. And JBL shoulder blocks straight to Johnny Nitro's his sternum. And now Mr. Kennedy looks to follow it up. JBL, oh no, JBL's got Mercury. JBL's got Joey Mercury. He's looking for one of those signature power bombs. And he connects. Mercury planted straight into the canvas. JBL, though, not going for the cover. Not able to capitalize. Instead, looking for a submission. But Mr. Kennedy, I think Mr. Kennedy accidentally broke that one up. It's Kennedy now. Irish whip. Nitro into the corner, but look at Joey Mercury for the save. Oh, God. But a massive shoulder straight to the gut of Johnny Nitro on the part of JBL. And now JBL is Nitro. Oh, what a backbreaker there. But that was a smart move by Mercury. You had to think that Kennedy was looking for the Green Bay plunge. But Joey Mercury was there. He was able to cut out the legs of Mr. Kennedy and save Johnny Nitro from that potential predicament. As Kennedy now just choking the life out of Joey Mercury. Nitro, though, looking to come to his aid. But Kennedy with a jab. Mr. Kennedy now has him by the skull. Oh, there it is again. Every match, this happens every match. Why would this tag team matchup be any different? You know, to be fair, it didn't happen last week. The ladder match didn't have something like that. But now Kennedy, he had to recover, but he had to go over to break up that pin as well. And as a result, he's exhausted. And Johnny Nitro capitalizes on that. Oh my God, what a kick. What a kick to the skull of JBL. Joey Mercury takes him down, and now Nitro looking to capitalize. Let's look at Mercury from the top rope. He connects with JBL, although I don't think he got all of it. Meanwhile, Kennedy takes down Nitro with a clothesline. Oh, look at this. Joey Mercury with a butterfly DDT and a super kick. Super kick by Nitro. Mercury the cover. 1, 2, 3. M&M retains. M&M retains. The tag titles are staying right where they are. M&M is not letting go of those World Tag Team titles anytime soon. A big victory for M&M here tonight in their first title defense. They won, well, they defeated Rated RKO back in Unforgiven, but they haven't had to defend their World Tag Team titles since. So at least for them, their first title defense was a successful one. This will not prove to be a lackluster reign on the part of M&M. They truly are deserving champions. So how'd the rest of this go? Let's find out. Kane gets the win over Mick Foley. Carlito gets the win over Rey Mysterio. The handicap match is a success. DX gets the win over John Cena and Batista. And Edge defeats Eddie Guerrero. So another strong win for the Rated R Superstar. Taboo Tuesday, of course, coming up. Let's take a look at the fan change. Are you kidding me? Plus 130,000, what did they do? The SmackDown general manager took a moment to address the Raw fans. The general manager went on to explain how this is a business, and the fans of the other second-rate show should tune in to give the real show a chance. No one in the crowd seemed interested in the soapbox until a surprise was promised to occur in the near future. The ratings showed fans switching channels immediately. So SmackDown has to do all these dirty tricks, whereas I have been putting on consistently great shows week in, week out, but they're not rewarding me for it. I see how it is. SmackDown has to take the dirty tricks, the easy way out. That's okay. We're gonna kill you at Taboo Tuesday. We're gonna take all those ratings back. Make sure to tune in as Raw presents Taboo Tuesday. This pay-per-view is famous for having the fans choose everything. This year, the fans even get to choose the day of the week. For the first time ever, Taboo Tuesday will take place on a Sunday. Tune in this Sunday to see all the action. Taboo Tuesday will also be replayed Tuesday night for the sentimental fans. Well, there you go. Maybe I should upload this pay-per-view on a Tuesday rather than a Sunday. Because usually I upload pay-per-view, well, Saturday. Usually I upload pay-per-views on a Saturday. Maybe I'll just wait a week and then upload Taboo Tuesday on a Tuesday. Should I do that? I feel like I should. It's a special occasion. And then maybe I don't know, I'll figure something out. It'll be uploaded when it's uploaded, but yeah, the polls, you can still vote on them. As soon as this video's over, you can go over to my Twitter account, and if you don't have a Twitter, well, then make one. Otherwise, well, we'll just see how the matches go. Hopefully I can at least get maybe like 5 votes on it. That would be nice. If I could, if nobody voted on the polls, that would actually kind of suck. But that would also be funny as well, because I'd hype it up and then have nothing happen. Then it would just be like, well, here we are now. So everybody wants title shots, all these unsatisfied people. Take a look at our popularity. It looks like Kurt Angle up to a 90. I was hoping maybe he'd hit 91, but that didn't happen. Everybody else still looking about the same. We have a lot of 2-week contracts, but I'll go ahead and re-sign them off screen. Our rivalries, yeah, we lost our Battle of the Titans rivalry, so let's end that one. Let's actually take a look at the ratings. We had a 3-star. This one got 4 stars because it was, I guess, the climax of the feud, which is odd because it was basically just a throwaway match, but it ended up being the strongest match on the card. Don't know how this is a 3-star show though. That is easily 3.5. The numbers don't lie. And this was a 3.5. Apologies for the interruption. I just sneezed a bunch of times. Chavo is both the Cruiserweight Champion and the World Heavyweight Champion, so good for him. Gotta love the title diversity there. Let's take a look at, well, first of all, fan support. They are really cutting that gap. We're almost about where that, what does that look like? Maybe the Judgment Day area, that little trough way back in the beginning where we actually have a decent lead, but it's actually sort of dropping off. Chavo now number 1. Of course, it was inevitable. Foley dropped, Taker not so much. Okay, come on, Angle, you've got to be in the top 5. Yes, he made it. Excellent. Cena fell out. Mysterio fell. Batista fell. Guerrero fell. Everybody's falling over. Hopefully they can at least get up. We don't need some life alert here. Carlito's up on the list now, so I'm guessing that Kennedy fell off the list. Eminem making a little bit of progress there. Actually, Shelton Benjamin, was he on this list? Yes, he was, actually. Oh yeah, because I guess he was on the winning side this week. Yeah, Carlito knocked Kennedy off the list, so he was just a one-hit wonder. He was up there for 1 week, and he's already gone. That is unfortunate for him. Yeah, maybe if I traded for Big Show, just to make sure that we get an extra guy on this show, because otherwise we have a lot of people who aren't even in contention right now. Guys like Finley, Matt Hardy, Mr. Kennedy, Paul Burchill, but I don't care about Paul Burchill. And I guess that's everybody, because we have DX. So yeah, that would make 16 in our 15. Okay. So, without further delay, let's go to the Taboo Tuesday card. We've got 6 matches, so it's going to be a pretty stacked show. Right now, we're going to have the WWE Championship. It will be Kurt Angle taking on The Undertaker. What's the stipulation for that match? Oh, shoot, he's still injured. Ugh. I might have to be careful with how I make the stipulation for this matchup, because he's only got 1 week left on that injury, I believe. Yeah, just 1 week. So if he were to get injured here, that would suck. Okay, but the WWE title's on the line. Maybe. No, it should be the main event because it's a title match. But I'm also going to have a stipulation match between John Cena and Shawn Michaels. So since Taker is kind of hurt, he's nursing an injury. Oh, crap. I didn't mean to do that. Maybe Shawn Michaels and Cena should have the main event. That doesn't really seem fair, but yeah, you can decide the stipulation for that one. We're going to have a World Tag Team title match. For right now, I'm just going to put, no, champions come out last. What am I thinking? So it'll be Nitro and Mercury taking on I'll just put Carlito and Kane in there. But in terms of the rivalries that are available, who's actually in contention for that, it could be not HBK Cena. It could be Batista and Triple H. It could be Edge and Eddie Guerrero. It could be Finley's not in contention, so that one's out. So yeah, it looks like we're looking at Batista, Triple H, Edge, Eddie, or maybe I'll leave a third option for like a write-in team, and in which case you would let me know who you'd like to see pair up. Because just looking at everybody else who's still available, there's Mick Foley. Matt Hardy's not in contention, so there's Mick Foley, Kane, Carlito, and Shelton Benjamin. Those are all who's available. So if you'd like to see Shelton and Carlito form a team, or maybe you want Mick Foley and Kane, that's an option as well. So there you go. That's what the tag title match is going to be. Otherwise, we do have an Intercontinental title to defend. I don't know who Shelton's going to face here, so that can also be your choice. I'll just throw... Oh, that's right. Shelton's not the champ anymore. So I'll put Mick Foley in there. I'll just throw Shelton in. You can choose who Mick Foley will defend his Intercontinental title against. If somebody would win, I don't know who I'm going to throw in that stipulation, or not that stipulation, who's going to be thrown in that match right now, but I would probably put their rival as like a manager, or maybe do a triple threat. So we'll see how that plays out. Otherwise, we have a couple other matches left, a couple of the superstars still left. We could do like a battle royal, maybe you could do a giant Hell in a Cell. That probably wouldn't be very, very smart, just thinking of it from a an injury sort of fatigue perspective. But yeah, there's 2 other matches we could fill. So let me know what we should do with those. Let me know what we should do with those other 2 matches. Maybe I'll come up with a poll for it later on, because this is going to be uploaded a while after I've recorded it, but not too sure. We'll see how things play out. Anyways, that is going to do it for this episode of SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 General Manager Mode. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, keep on YouTubing.